Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fragan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today is about a few tips traveling throughout South America and Southeast Asia. I've traveled extensively in my life, quite a lot. I'm not going to go into details here, but this is a few little tips that will help your trip to be smoother, more enjoyable, more memorable, not to mention that I'm going to give you a few tips here how to save thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands of dollars. For starters, I'm going to focus on once you arrive to the airport. Throughout your trip, you're going to go through airports in and out. I want you to go for the airport and do yourself a favor. As you cross for customs, you go to the police with your bag and open it up. Somebody that's got something to hide will never go to the police or the authorities and open their bags. In most cases in South America, you'll get pasa pasa. The same thing in Southeast Asia. If you go voluntarily to the police or the authorized officials, they will pass you through. As I said earlier, nobody goes to the officials if they've got something illegal. Now, I highly recommend you do not take with you anything illegal. This is not the time or the place to mention these things. We all know exactly what I'm talking about, because the punishments in some of these countries are so severe, you will never ever forget it because you'll rot in jail. The risk is too high. Anyway, back to the main point. That's when you're going for the airport. In cabs, especially Southeast Asia, ask the driver to press the meter. And you'll add him as a bonus a little bit more. Because no matter what you do, the meter will be always cheaper than if you do a deal with him. Because the deal is usually going to be double to 3 times more than the official price. Now, if you don't know what to do, in Southeast Asia, there's usually 2 different cabs. There's the one the locals go, and the ones that are usually double the price. Especially in the Philippines, the yellow cabs without that taxi sign on top, they double the price. Go where the locals are. Ask those, pardon, señor, or excuse me, sir, or whatever language, where do they take taxis? Not turista, no están turística, the official ones. The official ones will be usually on a meter. Add them a little bit more, it'll be cheaper. Usually the price will be between 30 to 100% cheaper, believe it or not. Second, teeth, optical. Some of these countries, especially coming out from the West, in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Western Europe, dental work are a quarter of the price. I repeat, a quarter of the price. I just come back from Southeast Asia and I've done a cleanup that costs a quarter of the price that costs here in Australia. Okay? I highly recommend, if you don't know any dentist there, the best advice I can give you is to walk into a clinic in a shopping center in Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, Cambodia or Vietnam, and you see a clinic. If you don't know where, you wait outside the clinic for people to come out and say, excuse me sir, I just see you come out of the dentist. What was it like? Was he good? He'll give you a report, because nobody's going to come out of the dentist and tell you a lie. After 3-4 people, that's the place you want to go. That's what I did, and I went into a dental clinic in the Philippines, in Cebu. It was amazing. Again, a quarter of the price. If you're looking for implants, I highly recommend to fly to these countries, because some of the dental work that few friends of mine have done was $10,000 quoted here, yet in Southeast Asia, they're $2,500. Yes, a quarter of the price. With the accommodation, with the flights, with everything, it's still worth it. If you've got, for example, optical work, you need glasses, take your prescription numbers with you. And that is universal. The moment you land, I highly recommend that you go and order the glasses with the frame you want as soon as possible. Because yes, in the West, things are a bit more quicker. So if you order glasses in the West, you get them within 3 to 5 days. There, it usually be double. But it's the same work, if not in some cases better. But glasses that cost me, my prescription cost $800. In Southeast Asia, I paid $210. That's a massive saving. The same thing I recommend with doctors if you need eye laser surgery. Do your research on the net. I can reassure you that this trip that you do for these particular operations will be so cheap, it's worthwhile, the accommodation, the airfares, etc., etc., and you will still come back with change. I highly recommend you go to your dentist, wherever you are, and get a copy with you. Make sure you leave a copy with him, so you can take that to your dental clinic, wherever you're going in Southeast Asia or South America. Because though that particular work is worldwide, it's usually one system. Therefore, if the doctor in Argentina or Colombia or wherever they are sees what has been done, what's needed to be done, he'll know exactly what's been done and he'll know your situation. But the difference is, to get your own copy from your own doctor will cost you nothing. But the saving we'll make is in account of thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Another couple more tips I'll give you. When traveling, there are some dangerous places. Make sure you're in a proper hotel that's got a safe. Leave your majority of your money in the safe where it's locked up, and you just travel in your pocket with not that much money, just to keep you by for a day or two. Take a copy of your passport on your iPhone and important documents. If you can, copy that and leave it in the safe, just in case something happens. You've got a copy. If something, God forbid, happens, you can always go to your embassy and replicate the passport as soon as possible, as you've got a copy of those documents. That's more or less what I wanted to tell you. Caution in certain areas, like anywhere in the world, is paramount. If you see a group of 6, 7 guys, don't exactly go into their space. It's not advisable. I highly recommend, if you're on a visitor tourist, not to engage in any violence whatsoever, because if the police will come, they speak the language, you don't, and I'm sure you know what's going to happen in that situation. Even if you're right, it's better to avoid it. If you're not sure, just walk off. Okay? The more you avoid these types of contact will save you a lot of headaches for later. Getting drunk is not a good idea anywhere in the world, but especially not in South America or Southeast Asia, as you will be a soft target. And let's face it, you may be robbed, bashed or whatever, and you won't even remember what happened. So I highly recommend not to do that. And if you do that, that's your choice. Make sure you have a couple of friends that know you. So if things get stuck, they can put you in a cab and take you back to your hotel and to safety. That's more or less what I wanted to tell you today about certain safety tips and some tips on traveling to South America and Southeast Asia. What you hear in the West about the clinics in Southeast Asia, the dental work and optical work, are all lies. There are fantastic doctors there. They're amazing doctors. The difference is, in the West they drum you that it's all bad and not clean, because they want to keep you in a box of jar, so you'll pay top dollar. But once you've traveled the world a bit like I have, you can see the world from a bigger horizon, and it's going to open your mindset to new possibilities, not to mention saving you thousands of dollars. I really hope you enjoy this video. If you've got any questions whatsoever on certain safety tips, or how to save money on dental work or optical work, or anything for that matter, if I can be assistance to you, I'm here to help you. I want to thank all the people that helped me put this clip together. Please subscribe to my channel for great topics on low life issues. And you can just look us up on www.alltotalcoaching.com. As always, I'm your friend, Johnny Fragan. Speak to you soon. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.